Hello students. So in previous class we have discussed valency bond theory, which is also known as VBT. So in today's session we are going to learn that hybridization. Okay, hybridization. So the concept of hybridization of atomic orbitals was proposed by Pauling. This tells the shapes of the molecules and the bond angles. Understand? So the shape of the molecules and bond angles can be explained in terms of hybridization. So who proposed this? This concept of hybridization of atomic orbitals was proposed by Pauling. So what it tells? It tells the phenomenon of intermixing of orbitals of the same atom which have nearly same energy to form equal number of new orbitals of equivalent energy is known as hybridization. So the new orbitals of equivalent energy are called hybrid orbitals. So the definition is the process of mixing of atomic orbitals resulting in the formation of equivalent number of orbitals of equal energy and shape is called hybridization. Okay, is called hybridization. You can write S or Z, no problem. Hybridization, and the orbitals formed are called hybrid orbitals. So what is the definition, children? The process of mixing of atomic orbitals resulting in the formation of equivalent number of orbitals of equal energy and shape is called hybridization, and the orbitals formed are called hybrid orbitals. And next, what are the rules of hybridization? We have to see. First rule is, in hybridization, atomic orbitals only mix, not electrons. So what is the first point, children? Atomic orbitals mix but not electrons, isn't it? So to form hybridization, what is the definition we got? The process of mixing of atomic orbitals, I said. So mixing of atomic orbitals should take place but not the electron. And the next one, the number of hybrid orbitals formed is equal to the number of orbitals mixed. What is the next one? The number of hybrid orbitals. So the number of hybrid orbitals formed is equal to the number of orbitals mixed. So look at here. So the number of hybrid orbitals formed should be equal to the number of orbitals mixed, isn't it? So how many number of orbitals are going to be mixed like this? Okay, it should be equal to the formed, okay, new formed hybrid orbitals. And the next one is the orbitals mixed or should have same energy. That means same. For example, see, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6 we are going to say, no? So this one, what is this? This is principal quantum number. This should be equal. Okay, so the orbitals mixed are of a similar energy. They should have similar energy. They should belong to same quantum number. Okay, and the next one, the hybrid orbitals formed are of equal energy. They should have equal energy and shape. And the next rule is, what is the next rule? the hybrid orbitals formed are of equal energy and shape. Next one, the orbitals which are hybridized have strong bond, so that the molecules which are formed by hybridization also will be having stability. They will be stable. Understand? So the orbitals which are hybridized have strong bonds. They will be forming strong bonds. So in previous class we have learned what do you mean by sigma bond, what do you mean by pi bond, isn't it? So when these bonds are formed, the molecules so formed also will be having more stability. And next, the hybrid orbitals are arranged themselves so that their minimum repulsion will be there. So electron-electron repulsion will be decreased, so that the hybrid orbitals arrange themselves so that there is a minimum repulsion. And next, only the orbitals in the valency shell undergo hybridization. So which one will undergo hybridization? Only the orbitals in the valency shell. Okay, valency shell will be hybridized. And last rule, the electrons need to jump from lower level to higher orbit energy. Okay, they should give some vacant place. Means, see, look at here the electronic configuration. Here only one valence electron is present. If they require more, then what it should give? It should jump. Okay, excited state. From here, if it is there, the electron, it should jump to the next level. So that should be taken place in the formation of hybridized orbitals. So the electrons need to jump from lower energy level to the higher energy level, or from lower to higher orbit during hybridization. So these are the definition, and what are the rules we have to follow during hybridization are this. Next comes to types of hybridization. So here various types of hybridization are present. They are sp, sp2, sp3 we are taking, but d, sp2, sp3d, sp3 d2 and sp3 d3. Okay, these are the some varieties or various types of hybridization. So in that we follow only this sp, sp3, sp2 and sp3. Understand, children? So hybridization and shape, and now we are going to see with some examples. So in sp hybridization, one s orbital and p orbital will be what? So one sp, one s orbital and one p orbital will be participate in the formation of sp hybridization. In sp2, children, then what happens? In sp2, one s orbital, two p orbitals will participate in the formation of sp2 hybridization. Understand? sp means one s and one p. sp2 means one s, two p orbital. Total how many? 1, 2, 3, isn't it? So 3 sp2, I will explain you. Next one, here one s orbital and 3 p orbitals will participate in the formation of sp3 hybridization. So what is the first type? sp hybridization. Okay, sp hybridization. So in sp hybridization, the intermixing of one s orbital and one p orbital to give two equivalent hybrid orbitals is known as sp hybridization. Understand, children? So one s orbital. So this type of hybridization involves mixing of one s orbital and one p orbital. So here in sp hybridization, one s orbital, one p orbital, we require to intermix them. Okay, this type of hybridization involves mixing of one s orbital and one p orbital, forming how many children? 1s, 2p means 2, no? So 2 sp hybrid orbitals. Okay, why 2? Because this is 1, this is 1. So 1 plus 1, 2. So that is why 2 sp hybrid orbitals are formed. So each of the 2 sp hybrid orbitals formed has 50% s character they will be having 50% S character, okay, and 50% P character. So the molecule will be having linear shape. What is the shape, children? Shape will be linear shape. So here I am taking example BeCl2. Okay. So whenever any example is given, you have to write their electronic configuration in ground state and in excited state. Then it will be easy for you. So first beryllium, okay, in ground state, electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2. So in excited state, so look at here, children. For chlorine, the electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3px2, 3py2, 3pz1. So here one electron is present in 3pz1. So this electron will participate in hybridization. It's undergo hybridization. So the half filled 3pz orbitals of two chlorine atoms overlap with sp hybrid orbitals of beryllium atom in their axis to form sigma sp bonds. Okay, sp bonds. So look at here how the structure. One s orbital mixed with one p orbital to form 2 sp. Okay, so it will be like this, 2 sp hybrid orbital. So the chlorine, one chlorine combines with beryllium. Beryllium is having two unpaired electrons. So one electron will be mixed with chlorine, another electron will be mixed with another chlorine. So now the structure will be this is p orbital. This is sp. These are p orbital. So here the first bond will be formed or sigma bond, isn't it? So this one is spp bond, spp bond, and here also spp bond, and the shape is linear shape. The bond angle is linear shape, means it will be 180 degrees. So this is about sp hybridization. Next we move to sp2 hybridization. So this type of hybridization, okay, sp2 hybridization, this type of hybridization, what are the orbitals are going to be mixed, children? One s orbital and two p orbitals, isn't it? So what it result? One s orbital and two p orbitals. So 1 plus 2, 3. So what is the resulting formation of hybrid orbitals? How many hybrid orbitals are formed? 3 sp2 hybrid orbitals are formed. So here each of the 3 sp2 hybrid orbitals formed, okay, 33.3% s character will be present and 2 into 33.3 p character will be present. So for s character, 33.3% s character will be present and 2 p orbitals are intermixing. So 2 means 2 p orbitals, 2 into 33.3 p character will be present. So here example we are going to take is BeCl3. What example we have taken? We have taken BCl3. So here what is the central atom, children? Central atom is boron. The central atom is boron. So boron, the electronic configuration of a boron in ground state. In ground state we are going to see, that is 1s2, 2s2, 2px1. Isn't it? Its atomic number is 5. And in excited state, 1s2, here one electron will move to p orbital. 2s1, 2px1 and 2py1. Understand, children? So what I said, one s orbital mixed with two p orbitals. So p orbitals are double shaped. So two p orbitals we are taking. One is x axis, another one is y axis. So the resulting character will be like this. Okay, so this one is sp2, sp2, sp2. So how it looking like, children? It is looking like a triangle, isn't it? So look at here, children. Each sp2, okay, each sp2 orbitals formed bond with 3 p2 of chlorine atoms. So chlorine, again chlorine electronic configuration, children. 1s2, 2s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3px2, 3py2, 3pz1. So 3 chlorine atoms will be having 3 pz orbitals are having one unpaired electron. So this three half-filled orbitals of chlorine atom will participate in the formation of hybrid orbitals. So this will give what they will give? Sigma sp2 p bonds. What they will give? They will give sigma sp2 p bonds. How the structure will be? How the structure you are going to get, children? The structure will be like this. First you see, here boron will be present, chlorines will be present on this, isn't it? So this is also sigma bond, this is also sigma bond, this is also sigma bond, chlorines, and the bond angle will be 120 degrees. The bond angle will be 120 degrees. So now how the structures of this? First, this one you have to draw. So this one is sp2, isn't it? For boron, s and p2. Okay, one s orbital and two p orbitals are participating in hybridization process. So to this, what the chlorine atoms? So in which orbitals they are present? Single electron, they are present in p orbital. P orbital means they are double shaped. So like this. So here the bond which is formed is a sigma. This is sp2, okay, sp2 and p. This one is sp2 and p. Here also sigma bond, sp2 p. Here also sigma bond, okay, sp2 p orbitals are formed. So this is sp2 hybridization. One s orbital and two p orbitals intermix to form 3 sp2 hybridization. For that the example is BCl3, and the next one is sp3 hybridization. So look at here, next one is sp3 hybridization. In sp3 hybridization, so how many s orbitals are intermixing? 1 s orbital, and how many p orbitals? We are saying 3, and 3 p orbitals. Okay, in this type of hybridization involves mixing of 1 s orbital and 3 p orbitals, resulting in the formation of how many, children? 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals. So each of the formed sp3 hybrid orbitals will be having 25% s character and 75% p character. So s character will be having 25% and p character, okay, p orbitals are 3, will be having 75%, isn't it? So here the example I am taking is CH4, methane. Okay, carbon atomic number is 6. In ground state, the electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2px1, 2py1. So here one electron, and in the electronic configuration in excited state will be the electron which is present in 2s orbital will move to 2pz1. That means 1s2, 2s1, 2px1, 2py1 and 2pz1. Okay, so here each of the orbital will be having unpaired electron. So in S it is having one electron, and here also each of the orbital is having one unpaired electron. So in the excited state carbon atom, 1 2s orbitals and 3 2p orbitals intermix to give 4 equivalent sp3 hybrid orbitals. In the formation of a methane molecule, 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals of carbon overlap with one s orbital of 4 hydrogen atoms. Okay, 4 hydrogen in their axis to give sigma sp3s bonds. Carbons how many orbitals? sp3, 1s, 3p orbitals, and for hydrogen, from hydrogen one electron will be present in s orbital. So sp3 s bonds will be formed. So methane molecule so formed has tetrahedral shape, and the bond angle is 9.5 degrees. So look at here children, carbon mixed with 4 hydrogen atoms. 4 hydrogen atoms, and the bond angle will be 109.5. Okay, 109.5 degrees, and the structure will be what I said here. In for carbon, one s orbital, for carbon one s orbital and 3 p orbitals. So 3 p orbitals means dumbbell shaped, all the p orbitals are dumbbell shaped. Okay, it will be formed like this. So the structure will be like this. So if we see the exam, each of the 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals form a bond with s orbital of hydrogen atoms. So then the structure will be like this. Now s orbital means it is spherical in shape. So these are the s orbitals of hydrogen. So these are the hydrogen atoms, and the central atom is, what is the central atom? Central atom is carbon. So the bond, the first bond which is formed is a sigma bond, and sp3 from carbon and one s orbital from hydrogen. So sp3s. Okay, sigma sp3s bond is formed here also. Sigma sp3s bond is formed. So here also sigma sp3s bond. Here also sigma sp3s bond is formed. So the shape will be tetrahedral. Okay, the shape will be tetrahedral. So this is about sp3 hybridization. One s orbital, 3 p orbitals intermix to give 4 sp3 hybridization. In that s character will obtain 25% and p character will obtain 75%. So in that the central atom is carbon. Example CH4 methane molecule, the central atom is carbon. So carbon ground state electronic configuration, excited state electronic configuration, and the bonds are formed in carbon. S orbital and p orbital intermix to give this type of structure. So to this structure, one s orbital of hydrogen atom combined to give sp3, okay, 4 sp3 hybridization, and the shape will be tetrahedral, and the bond angle is 109.5 degrees.